We had some crazy weather this year, even though it was beautiful. Jim, what happened in July?
Well, you know, across the country, if you follow the weather at all, we had one of the driest and the hottest July on record.
Yeah.
And really, you know, we escaped the worst of it in the Triple Cities. Even upstate New York and Western New York got it worse than us. But it was still dry and still hot.
How are the plants showing the effect of all that hot
Well,
dryness?
one of the things, the difference between drought stress, heat stress, and other problems are typical of the margins of the plant, where you have the edges of the leaves drying out. And it's very typical on these maple samples, where you have just the outer edges of the leaves that are browned out. That is very typical. And if we look at this plant behind us, this is a Japanese maple that's good and healthy. And here's one that's stressed out from the heat. And again, it's all on the margins, not throughout the center of the leaf.
So something's wrong with the root system. It's too dry.
Well, when the roots can't take up enough moisture, it loses moisture out of the leaves, and that's when you get the drying out.
Is this damage going to be permanent?
It could be, but what you can do at this point in time is make sure they got good enough water going into the winter and put in a root stimulating fertilizer this time of year.
Fertilizer.
Not a regular high nitrogen fertilizer, but a root stimulator fertilizer. And then you can do that now going into winter. Now's the time it's producing new roots for next year.
Okay, root stimulator and water, and fall's a great time to plant.
It's
so
a
get
good
out
time
there
to do
and
planting. Yes.
plant something. I'm Casey Krause.
And I'm Jim Hotelling, the Home Gardeners from Hillside Garden Center.